Cruel researchers knights gets a pop. Build the knights. Picks up efficient upgrade. Plays the reserves and picks up reserves. Interesting. So no one he didn't take revolutionary idea yet. Henry Merrivale season event reveals rats. I think we're all pest caring about rats. Get phalanx for another one strength. He gets the revolutionary idea. Upgrades a farm and works on the Great Wall. So he could finish that next turn and go to 11 military. Pink Ranger picks up the Constitutional Monarchy before it drops off, upgrades his lab, these two are pretty ambitious, and starts working on the Ocean Liner service. Oh, and upgrades a temple. Oh, so he's ahead on happiness. So, my turn. I am definitely not playing an event. I'm behind in military. I don't want to trigger the immigration before I finish um, the Eiffel Tower, and I don't have an event anyway. So, let's keep that. One thing I'm pretty certain I want to happen here is I want to finish the Eiffel Tower. I need to get rid of this ore, I want to finish this before someone attacks me, and I need to start generating this point. I think my strategy for this game is try to amass points, try not to die, and finish second or third. What else do I want to happen here? So there's a journalism, finally, and since I'm ahead on happiness, if someone triggers the immigration, I'm actually gonna get the meeple for employing it. So that might be something that happens. There's Isaac Newton. I don't know if research. I don't know enough research to justify these actions, and I really want to wait for Robespierre or Bonaparte. Honestly, at this point, James Cook is going to give me some points and prepare me for inhabited territory and maybe any other territories that show up. So Isaac Newton is not a priority right now. Selective breeding and coal, I think iron and irrigation are fine for now. Really no point doing it. So what do I want to pick up? I think I do want to pick up this journalism. So I'm prepared next turn to get it and not build it yet. No, get it and build it. I'm going to have 9 stones. And what else do I want to pick? Um, I probably want to pick these cannons. How many cannons are in the deck? There's 3 cannons in the deck. One of them is gone. So let's pick the other one just so we have the military tech and nobody else has the military tech. Do I want to take Republic over cannons? Not really. The science is too expensive. Oh, unless I revolt. Do I want to revolt in the Republic next turn? Because this is relatively scientifically easy. It's going to give me a nice point, a nice action boost. And that might be the way to go moving forward. Just revolt to Republic next turn. The tricky part is that I have very few military actions. Strategy is gone. So if I do that, my course for military actions is gonna be either an age 3 government, which seems expensive if I get Republic, or one of these two military theories. Um, is that the way to go? I don't think so. I think if I do revolt right now, I prefer to revolt into the other constitutional monarchy, or get Robespierre and get a Kanzman, or Robespierre into even Robespierre into a communism might be might be the way to go right now. I don't think there's going to be competition for communism. Maybe I'm lucky it shows up early. I can Robespierre into it. So I don't think Republic is the way to go. I want to take this technology just so that no one else surprises me with Napoleonic army or with mobile artillery or with defensive army. All of these could be a mess right now. At the moment, the only Age 2 tactic I need to worry about is conquistadors. And apart from that, I have the defensive army. So my concern here is that someone's going to have a huge leap and and defense and classic army is one way to do it. Napoleonic army is the other one. Conquistadors, if Cruel pulls conquistadors, that's +3 military, +5 military, not a huge deal. So I think that's going to be the way to go. I'm glad I got the Eiffel Tower. I'm glad I had an happiness. I'm still behind on military, which is pretty dangerous. I'm gonna have 5 cars in hand, so I can actually dodge everyone if everyone attacks me once. But this will soon become very painful. I think an ideal situation is that I grab Napoleon. That's gonna solve a lot of problems, or I get the journalism, build one, go up to one science plus 5, and then 6, and then I go for rifleman. So we'll see if that actually pans out, but that seems to be the hope right now, that nothing too aggressive happens, and we can do that. So, what do we get? Oh gosh, what a mess. So, no defense cards. Napoleon just showed up, so I can forget about getting him. If Cruel gets Napoleon, then he goes up to 12 military, and I wouldn't be surprised if he does. Um, if he doesn't, someone's gonna take Napoleon for sure. So right now, my hope is that uh, we get Robespierre and revolt into Consmans, or maybe get James Cook and hope for this inhabited territory which I ceded. I also drew another territory. Um, am I going to go for acceptance of supremacy? Maybe if Cruel runs ahead, maybe I will offer an acceptance of supremacy. He's pretty low on stone production, so we'll see. That might have to be the way to go, or I might prioritize the riflemen over the journalism. Although I don't see how I recover from science that way. So we'll see. We'll see what happens next. This Napoleon timing is literally the worst Napoleon timing ever.